Good morning, Hornets, and welcome back to another segment of your Beach Grove Sioux News. I'm Emily Johnson.
And I'm Devin, and today we'll be talking about Awesome Money, America's Got Talent, and as always, sports.
But first, let's throw it over to McKenna for this weekend's weather forecast.
Thanks, guys. The rest of this week is looking a bit warmer, but if you decide to go out, make sure you bring your coat for lunch. Today is still looking a bit chilly with a high of 35 and a low of 23, with a 15% chance of snow showers. Tomorrow is looking much warmer with a high of 42 and a low of 25 with partially cloudy skies. Saturday is looking about the same with a high of 47 and a low of 27. And finally on Sunday, we will end the week with cloudy skies along with a high of 43 and a low of 25. That's all for this week's weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
This past week, Officer Jacob Pickett was fatally shot while helping serve a warrant. The suspect has a criminal history and will be charged with murder and multiple other offenses. When asked if he had remorse for what he did, he said he didn't want to be bit by a dog, which is why he shot the officer.
Heated blankets, bike rides, and 5-star meals. These are all things that Norway prisoners are allowed to have. Unlike U.S. prisons, Norway's jail systems are based on these 3 core values: normality, humanity, and rehabilitation. The prison system says that the point of incarnation in Norway is to make inmates better neighbors. Once they are released, due to Norway's prison system in jail in North Dakota was copied, the inmates are saying that very happy, saying that it's all helping them become better inmates.
On February 24th at Marion University, a Central Indiana Regional Science Fair was held. Both Karina Almazan and Ethan Smiley presented their projects at this competition. Karina won the Environmental Award and the Air Force Award. Karina had qualified to compete at the state competition this month. Ethan had also won the Marion University Environmental Award and also won the Purdue Agriculture Award. He had qualified also for state competition. This is his second consecutive year. Congratulations to both of you.
High school senior Austin Money has been auditioning at numerous colleges over the past couple of months. He's attempting to go for college for music education. He's decided to take his talents to UIndy. He was awarded a $12,000 per year scholarship to attend their music education program. He hopes he can use this to further his education in music. Congratulations, Austin.
An Australian woman has discovered the oldest bottle on the beach. The movie-like moment started when the young woman was walking along the beach. She discovered a neat bottle. Only thinking that it would look good as a display in her house, she took it home. It was then she realized there was a damp paper inside the bottle. When she pulled it out, she saw it was written in German, but could clearly make out June 12th. It took her a while. A week later, when she found out the year was 1886, the museum that it is now put in the bottle the Germans used to track the current. This bottle has passed the record for the oldest bottle at 132 years.
As you know, today is International Women's Day. Today, female workers in Spain are going on strike targeting gender equality and the end to sexual discrimination. Women in Spain are being asked to spend no money and participate in no domestic chores in today's 24-hour strike. At least 300 trains have been canceled today, and women are performing marches in cities such as Madrid, Barcelona, and Valencia.
President Donald Trump seeks to respond to gun violence in the wake of the Parkland school shooting. A meeting is being held later today to discuss the impact of video game violence. This meeting will consist of 2 sides, representatives from the video game industry and those who think that video games have made kids more violent in the recent years.
Family of a woman in a wheelchair who died 3 months after being injured outside of where America's Got Talent was filming is suing NBC Universal and production company. Fremantle Media in the suit obtained by Deadline. The woman's family states that her and her husband were volunteering at the Science and Engineering Fair at the same venue AGT was filming in June 2017. They state the woman is trying to get over a power cord protector blocking the only available handicap entrance, and when doing so, she got violently thrown off of her scooter onto the pavement, suffering from a head, arm, and broken hip. According to the suit, she has developed a blood clot and is suffering from a stroke the next day.
Recently, the Beach Grove Deca Club traveled downtown to participate in the state competition with 13 members competing. Sadly, none of them advanced, but these people gave it their all. They had to present their plans to random people on a panel of judges to make it to international. Thank you to all of the participants and good luck next year.
In Birmingham, Alabama, yesterday, one 17-year-old female was shot and killed, and another 17-year-old male was shot and currently in critical condition. Huffman High School has since said the shooting was accidental but not elaborate. Huffman was placed on brief lockdown and the police were called to the shooting when the shooting occurred. The school has a metal detectors, and the school resource officers were on site when the shooting occurred.
A convicted Indiana felon is seeking to run for a seat in the U.S. House. Dion Douglas pleaded guilty in 2009 to felony charges of theft in Madison County. He acknowledges using a company credit card to pay personal expenses, which he says was a mistake. Federal laws allows Douglas to run Congress. However, his felony conviction bans him from seeking office in Madison County and the state. I decided to run for office because I'm tired of the politics in Washington, Douglas says, very interested in seeing how this turns out.
The coffee house is tonight at 7 p.m. Here's Alyssa with more.
You know my name? Yes, I know all.
In here it says one.
The BG players are putting on their annual coffee house March 8th at 7 p.m. Costs for pre-sale are $2 and $3 at the door.
Starbucks! Are you kidding me? Starbucks is the greatest invention since, like, cell phones.
We hope everyone comes out and to support this funny and wacky event for the theater department.
I just want some coffee. I don't want to get drunk.
Listen, it makes you warm at night. You need vodka. I need vodka.
I think you both are stupid.
Why do you
the
think...
best drink in the world is? The best drink of all time? Blood! Come on, vampire!
The Florida House of Representatives on Wednesday voted to approve a gun and school safety bill that would raise the age to buy all firearms to 21, while also imposing a 3-day wait period to purchase most guns, and potentially put guns in the hands of educators. And now we'll throw it over to my main man, JoJo Seals, for your daily dose of sports.
Thanks, EJ. Hello, Hornets, and welcome to sports. In local news, the BG Hornets have Kenny Washington representing them on the All-Marion County second team. We also have Jalen Curry and Kenny Washington playing in the All-Star County game, with me being an alternate. Kenny is averaging about 16 points per game with around 2 steals. Jalen Curry is averaging about 13 points per game with about 3 rebounds. And I am averaging about 8 points per game and almost 2 blocks. Come out on April 19th at Beach Grove High School to support your fellow Hornets on this amazing accomplishment and see the top basketball players in Marion County. The Indiana Pacers played against the Utah Jazz at home last night and unfortunately lost 104-84. Miles Turner scored a whopping 24 points. This now puts the Pacers record at 37-28. Their next game will be against the Atlanta Hawks tomorrow at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. March Madness is almost here and conferences are having their championship tournaments. The ACC Championship is in full swing, and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish had a fantastic comeback against the Virginia Tech Hokies. Virginia Tech led by 21 points, but could not stop the Irish. The final score was 71-65. Notre Dame will play powerhouse Duke in the quarterfinals tonight at 7 o'clock. Also, the Big 12 has started their championship tournament. Kansas is the favorite to win. They will play 8th seed Oklahoma State at 2:30. Oklahoma State, who is coming off a big win against Trae Young and Oklahoma Sooners. Also, 2nd seed Texas Tech will play Texas at 7 o'clock, and 3rd seed West Virginia will play Baylor at 9 o'clock. Last night, former LSU running back Darius Geis appeared on a SiriusXM radio show called Late Hits. On the show, Geis said that during the NFL Combine, he was asked by a certain NFL team if he liked men. He also said another team asked him if his mother was a prostitute. Geis said the teams asked him the questions to test his reaction. This is not the first time that teams have asked potential players such questions. In 2016, an Atlanta Falcons coach was accused of asking a player about his sexuality. And in 2010, former Dolphins GM Jeff Ireland apologized to Dez Bryant for asking if his mother was a prostitute. Darius Geis is expected to be drafted late in the first round. That's all for sports today, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to check out the Athletic website in the coming days for recaps of the incredible winter sports season and previews of the upcoming spring season. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all for this segment of BGSN.
As always, subscribe and hit that bell icon so you're notified when you're live.
And also follow us on social media at Beach Grove Students. I'm Emily Ann.
And I'm Devin. Have a thriving Thursday, Hornets.